The poor are dying. There is no one to care. The streets are empty. The world is bare. Human lives are at risk. Our dreams are on hold. No one knows the horrors this pandemic could unfold. Yet there is another horror striking some men. Forced inside their homes without their underpaid maids, they must cook and clean with their mothers and wives, away from the locker rooms and their manly parades. One jokes about the tyranny with pain on his face. She forces me to clean like a menacing witch. One, too scared to admit it, reasserts his place, proudly says to his wife, "Hey, bring me my sandwich." There are pings on group chats, posts on my social media feed, voices on cross-country calls. It is an unescapable creed. And with every ping and overtone and the ever-rising noise, my hands quiver over the keyboard. But you ask me to maintain poise. My fury are embers you fear to touch. So all you do is ask, why do you care so much? And I silently stare, wondering what I can say. Where do I begin in this dystopian array? What I mean to say is, I will not sell my silence at the price of your poise. I will not wither to the poison of your twisted ploys. What I mean to say is, I am checking the death toll of the pandemic every day, persevering till the end with all my might, but I do not have strength to check patriarchy's death toll, this deadly plague with no end in sight. What I mean to say is, while you scream oppression, washing dishes at home, domestic abuse in the lockdown is on the rise. You claim to protect us from the monsters in the world, but where can one hide when the monster's inside? What I mean to say is, getting the temperature of your food right determines how long a life a woman has in sight. What I mean to say is, when the world opens again tomorrow, you will say it is unsafe out in the foreign lands. You claim to hold the sword that protects us when it is the knife that stabs us that is in your hands. Why do you care so much? Because till there are shackles on her feet, there are shackles on mine. But you will call them garlands and place them on her shrine. Why do you care so much? Because you would rather have me desist, to purse my lips, unclench my fists, to numb myself, dissolve in your mist. But I keep caring because to care is to resist. Why do you care so much? Because a rage never risen is a fight never fought. And I care so much because you do not. But there is more I can say than you will ever hear. You would lose this debate if you choose to ever care. So when you ask me today, why do you care so much? I breathe in, wishing you understood, but I refuse to convince you about the worth of my life. So all I say is, because I should.